What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be playing around with a title called Spark in the Dark. This is a game that I covered a couple years ago in like its first demo. I think I checked back in on it like a year or so later, and then I haven't checked in on it at all. But this is one of those brutal hardcore dungeon RPGs that really tends to get under my skin. As it stands right now, this is a dank, dark, brutal, difficult game where the enemies are almost always a threat. You've got to be Johnny on the spot with your dodges. You've got to know when to fall back, when to attack. You've got to know what risks are worth it, because in a lot of ways I find that this game is modeled after old school D&D almost. Those old AD&D days that I grew up with. That was the first edition that I ever played, where your character could die very, very easily at the outset of just about any adventure, just due to bad circumstance. This game kind of follows in that path too, where the dungeon is not a place to be taken lightly. It's not a place where you should be caught slipping. And so I figured rather than not have a video today, because I didn't really have anything that had caught my eye, I figured people have been asking me to check out this demo, so why not? Let's take a look at the demo, and I will do some light commentary along the way that has to do with like my first impressions of this current build. Today we're going to play the game for about 30 minutes, mess around with this new demo, see if it's something you wanted to add to one of your wish list or something that you wanted to play for yourself. Link is down below in the description just in case you wanted to do that. On top of that, you can also take a look down below and find a bunch of other Nerd Castle links in case you wanted to give them the old click. But let's go ahead and start off a new game. At the beginning of the game, you get to pick between 4 different classes. All of the classes play the game kind of differently, and everything inside the dungeon is proceduralized except for the layout every single time that you play, which means that there's a lot of replayability here, even inside of the demo format that the game's been trapped in for the last couple of years. But all 4 of these classes here, the blacksmith, big two-handed guy that's good at brute force, breaking open chests, and he's the only person that has the ability to upgrade and modify his armor. The warrior has battle rage. It allows you to regenerate whenever you get a kill. You've got counterattack that allows you to get a free critical hit sometimes when you block on a proc chance, and he can sharpen his weapons to do like an extra 20% damage, which you do feel that when you're fighting with enemies. The hunter I haven't really played. I'm not a big fan of crossbows, and I'm not a big fan of ranged classes, so he's the only class that I haven't played a whole bunch yet. But the thief, he's probably the most interesting class. He's got a lot of utility, he's got a lot of tricks, things that he can do, but the exchange there is that his weapons break really, really easily, and then on top of that, he's squishier than all hell, but he can backstab enemies for like one-shots, he can go into the shadows and go invisible, he can pick locks, he can disarm traps, which nobody else can do as far as I know, and so kind of an interesting class that makes you think about a lot of the variables before you go into the dungeon. For now, most of my time has been spent with the warrior, so that's what we'll play here today. We'll leave it on normal difficulty, and let's get down into the dungeon. Alright, so inside the dungeon, the rough storyline for this game is that there is a dungeon along the periphery of the kingdom. There are monsters inside of it that no surface army can handle, thus they've walled it off and surrounded it with an army to keep anything from getting out. But they also found another fun use for the dungeon, and that use is that you can put your criminals inside of there and just sentence them to die inside of the dungeon. And that's how we got inside of here. We got drunk and we punched the wrong person, and now we've been condemned to die inside of the dungeon. A few little equipment upgrades over here that we can pick up, but the most important thing at the beginning of the game that you want to get your hands on is your lantern is sitting right here. Spark in the Dark is not just a clever name for this game, it actually implies the core mechanic of the game, which is that if you stay in the darkness for too long, you die. Period. It's kind of like Don't Starve. Treat it like that. You've got about 2 minutes inside the darkness before bad things start to happen, and your lantern is the only way to stave that off. There are limited lanterns inside of the dungeon, so you need to be very, very careful about when you choose to use your illumination, because it's very, very possible that you will just run out. Oh, good. Okay, yep, he got me with the little free dashy attack right there. You love to see it. These spiders have a dash attack, dude, that hits you from like across the map, and I swear to God, it gets you like every single time, and I've just never gotten the telegraphing down for it. We've got a couple of wounds on our character right now that we're going to need to deal with before too long, but I definitely need this spider to die before I deal with that. Anytime you need to get health back or you need one of your debuffs to go away, stand in the light. There will be some that you get that are permanent. You can only remove those via sleeping, so keep that in mind as well. The dungeon is deadly, and there's not a whole lot of great places to sleep. inside the dungeon, but occasionally you will find one that you can like barricade off and keep yourself safe, but not all the time. This guy right here, let's go ahead and weave in on him. Some good hits off right there. Double back on him right there. I think attacks from behind actually give you bonus damage in this game too. I don't know that for a fact, but it kind of feels like I deal a lot more damage from behind when I'm hitting enemies. This room right here, we'll kick on the lantern real quick just to make sure that there's no booby traps in here, because booby traps in this game are like hyper deadly and can easily take 90% of your health in one hit. So like, having the lantern on to make sure you're not running into one of those tends to be a good idea. That's locked right there, and the other chest had about boo inside of it. But this game does have very satisfying exploration as you're going through the dungeon. I do highly recommend that you check walls and things for secret entrances and whatnot, because they are around. We've got a guy with a sword over here. Let's drag him back over this way so that I can fight him in the light. I don't want to use up my lantern on this mook. Oh, and we got a spider that added on into the fight. That's fun. Okay, well, fighting more than one enemy in this game is a really bad idea, like, all the time. And so I don't know what my plan is for right now, because when the spider hit me, he nerfed my mobility. So I've got to wait for my spider bite to go away before I move at full speed. And so these guys have, like, a big advantage on me right now that I would rather not contend with. Good. They can't hit each other. There is friendly fire, so if you're clever about your kiting, sometimes they will just murder each other. There we go. Now I've got my slow off. Let's see what happens over here. Dodge back on that. Get a hit off right there. A little hit off right there. Let my stamina come back. There were no traps in this room, so we should have decent mobility. I'm just going to go for like little one-taps for right now until I know that I'm safe. Like, let them pick on each other. Perfect. Okay, one's down, and the spider's almost down. Like, the spider's got to have, like, one hit left on him. Oh, he got me with that one? I feel like that hitbox was wonky right there. I was way further away than that. We need to finish this now because I can't regenerate in combat while I'm standing next to a lantern, and the poison is going to get us before too long. There we go. He's down. Now we stand in the light and get... We didn't get any permanent debuffs, though, which is good. Permanent debuffs tend to be the thing that, like, totally waylays my playthrough. His armor's better than my armor, so I'll take it. His sword, technically better than what I have right now. Is it slow? No, it's not that slow. It's like a broken, busted sort of, like, giant's knife. Oh, there's another one in here. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, got me with that one. Deep wound, too. So we've got a permanent wound right there that we now have to contend with. There we go with the counter blow. Perfect. And that'll buff up our rage a little bit. That way we get a little bit of HP regeneration. That big two-hander right there, is it any good? It's a magic two-hander. It's got the deep wound modifier on it. But inside this room, we want to grab that lamp. That's going to be the most important piece of equipment. Sometimes there's a crowbar inside of here that we can use to break into stuff, but not this time. We've got a potion of some kind right there. Could be poison. Could be something good. Maybe we test it out. Maybe. Possibly. Use it. It looks like it's a will buff potion, actually. So what does that do? Oh, it's alcohol. Okay, so it's just rum. All right, well, that'll be useful. Like, rum makes you regenerate super fast in this game because will is the stat associated with regeneration. So that'll be good. There's a landmine right there that we want to avoid. Luckily, we've got zombies over here. So I'm just going to, like, kite them back across this mine that you can see flickering on the ground. There's another one over there, too, I think. Traps in this game, probably responsible for 95% of my deaths. I get a lot of deaths from booby traps, so that was like an acid trap right there. I'd like to fight this guy in the light if I can, but... Oh, he got me with the back swipe right there. Got him with a little bit of something, though. Block that. Hey, there we go with the critical hit. What's up with that shield? 67 defense? There we go. Now we're in business. Now I can actually use my block. His light armor is not worth taking. What's up with his dagger? It looks like it can cut us. It does a lot of damage. It looks like it can cut us and nerf our dodge, which would be a little bit of a headache. I need this intoxication to go away. That's what I really need. Oh, but before my intoxication goes away, we got another bad guy down here who I think wants the smoke. Nice little force swipe right there and dodged his roundabout attack. Oh, spider coming in, huh? Back up. Let's deal with the spider first. My weapon's damaged. Everything in this game has durability, so watch out for that too. It's very easy to let your weapon become blunted and dulled. This is the kind of immersive dungeon crawler where if you hit a wall with your weapon, it will actually nerf your durability and blunt your weapon, which is kind of crazy. He's not dead yet, huh? There's no health bars on the mobs, by the way, as you may have noticed. Your character... That counted, huh? Okay. Let's just dodge a different direction on him from now on. Stay out of the way of that. Perfect. There we go. He's down. What's up with that axe? 50 damage with the Dark Strangler's poison on it. Oh, Christ. I'm hurting right now. I didn't realize I had poison on me. Let's go back to the lantern real quick. Foof! That was a close one. That's how, like, most of your deaths are going to happen in this game, by the way. Most of your deaths are going to be to just some little minute detail that you didn't notice while looting or something else. This is one of those games that requires you to be, like, on your best behavior in the dungeon at all times. Otherwise, it'll backfire on you. 22 armor on there and +1 constitution. Did I pick up his axe? I did, yeah. So I picked up his poisoned axe. Good stuff. All right, let's carry on back this way and see what we can accomplish. Another zombie over here. Okay. Kick off my lamp real fast, and we'll just fight him right here. See if we can throw down on him. Come on, little buddy. Yep. There we go. Oh, I guess it's not a proc. I guess I just click the mouse after I parry, and it gives me an auto attack. I swear to God, I thought that that was a proc that would go through. All right, I'm going to take that coin. Coins in this game are kind of a special mechanic. What coins do is you might be thinking to yourself, we're inside of an abandoned dungeon. What use is a coin here? That's a very, very good question. The coins, you use them to mark where you're going. So they glow in the dark, basically. And so, ooh, who are you? What's up with you, big buddy? I don't know. Oh, wow, he died quick. How'd you die so quick? We've got a 50... Oh, never mind. It's a 43 damage hammer. It would have been an attractive hammer if I didn't already have a 50 damage weapon. This right here, though... 23 defense on that guy if I could repair it, but I can't repair it, unfortunately. Bummer. I think there is. Let's watch out for traps over here, but I think there's a door over on this side that takes us to a place of shelter, I think. Oh. Okay. Big old centipede. How much time? I got 3 minutes left on my lantern. I don't know how I want to take this fight with 3 minutes left on my lantern. This is all a bad idea. Okay. Ugh. Okay, we stepped on a trap. You can see how much damage that did. In stepping on the trap, I dropped my axe, so I'm going to need to pick that up before too long. Let's get back inside the lantern's light. Inside the lantern's light. I'll probably try to parry his punch and get a big hit off on him. Yeah, that worked out great. I'm officially tired, so I need to sleep pretty soon, too. There we go. Put him... Is that a caveman axe? A bone axe. That's literally what that is. A caveman axe. All right. I know where a rest spot is inside the dungeon, so we can probably go for that. Let's carry on this way and try not to step on any more traps while we're in the vicinity. The downside is, though, without your lantern on, it can be really difficult to see the traps in this game. They're, like, practically invisible a lot of the time. So this room has a Healy spot. Any traps that I can mentally mark before we go any further? No traps. All of the chests appear to be open already. Dead guy doesn't have anything on him. Oh, look, a spider. Beautiful. Okay, let's deal with said spider. Down he goes. 50 damage weapon. Like, double the damage that we had when we started out. It's going to make a big deal here. We do need to find a place to sleep, and I think there's one back down here and to the right. I think. Yeah, but we're going to have to fight some more stuff first. We're going to have to fight a number of spiders before we're going to be safely out of this predicament. Yeah, that's what I knew was going to happen right there. We did get heavy armor skill, though. All of the armor skills and everything else in this game, they function like Skyrim. And so, as you utilize skills, you get better at them. Is that one dead too? Okay. Give me my regeneration real fast. Alright, let's head back in here. I didn't see any traps on the floor, but it's possible there may be more fun things for us to run into. Be very careful in this game. When you're near a lantern, you can get your... Oh, nope. I was going to try to get him with a sneak attack, but honestly, I'm in, like, scale mail right now, so sneaking is probably just going to make me sound like a jingly idiot trying to make my way through the dungeon. Down he goes. Good stuff. Anything in the chest? Need a crowbar. Chest don't open. Hey, secret passageway, though. I didn't know about that one. That was an accident. I was trying to... Oh, okay. What you got for me? An oiler. In this game, you know how in dungeons there's frequently, like, mechanisms and things? In this game, they can randomly be rusted and whatnot, and if you don't have an oil can, it's not going to work out for you. Another spider, huh? We got lots and lots of pest control problems. This one's taking a pretty good beating, though. Alright, will plus 3. Can I go back to my treasure now, please? We've got another bottle right there and a bunch more coins. I'll drop a coin right here. That way I know that I've been here. We've got, like, more than enough coins. What's through that door? Need a crowbar to break that one open. I don't think I have a crowbar yet. So, we may have to come back for that little piece of fun. There is an axe over here. It's only 28 damage, though, which is not great. This guy's got a rusty bronze key and some medium armor. Sometimes the chests have traps on them too, so I'm like a little bit nervous right now about opening chests. We did get a crowbar, which is nice. Hey, we got 2 crowbars actually, so that's good. We're overweight now though. We've got a good chance to open this guy. Let's oil that. And then we'll break it open. Oiled and broken. Crossbow right there if that's what you're into. Another grindstone, which is nice. Any traps over here before my stupid ass steps on any of them? Doesn't look like it. Let me close off this door because doors matter in this game. You always want to close the door to the room that you're sleeping in. And so it's pretty rare that you get yourself like a safe room when you play this game. And so like... I find that you should take rest when you get it. Let's go ahead and rest because my weapon does enough damage that a 20% or 15% damage boost is going to be a good deal. So let's go ahead and fix our axe real fast. That way we're hitting for optimal damage against the enemy because there will be challenges coming up in the future that may result in our untimely death. Weapons repaired. You can read books inside of here. None of the books that I've found in my 5 or 6 hours have done anything for me yet. I wish that they gave you, like, stat boosts or something, or, like, a 5% haste that was permanent, like you're, like, learning about how to fight and whatnot, but I haven't seen that as of right now. We can't fix our armor or anything, just because we're not the blacksmith. And anything we loot from here, we're going to have to be discerning about. On top of that, there's a pretty good chance that enemies have respawned. What is that? Oh, this is one of the little lore blurbs. Okay. Now let's check walls real quick to make sure there's not any secrets around here. No secrets. Crack this back open. I hear a monster. I just heard him screech, dude. There's got to be a critter around here. Oil it. Oh, really? It's still low chance to open, huh? Okay, not now. There's a box right here. The grindstone, hey. Something's better than nothing. And a flask. We don't know what's inside of it. Okay. I have 2 lanterns, right? I've got a backup lantern. I do have a backup lantern with 5 more minutes on it. This one's only got a minute and a half left, so probably be careful about it. We can crawl through this. The hole in the stone wall looks fairly safe. You can easily climb through here, but you don't know what's on the other side. Okay. Let's go through. You do get a little cutscene right here. It looks like we got poisoned up a little bit, which is not great before we go into what might potentially be a hostile area. Not a huge fan of that. But we found a secret room, actually. Okay, good stuff. And we found a secret safe room over here. I will grab repair tools. Yeah, I'll take that for sure. Cupboard. We've got a low chance to get into there. I don't know if I want to bother to oil it. We'll crack this one, though. Come on. We've got a heavy armor with steel reinforcements on it, and it's not damaged, so that's nice. I'll lose a constitution. Oof, this ancient shield, though. 42 defense on a 6 weight. Durability's a little raggedy, but I'll take it. It'd be nice if you could store stuff inside of containers, too, but I don't think you can do that right now with what the game's got going on. Yeah, crack that open too, I guess. Alchemical cabinet might have something good in it. I don't know what I just looted. What did I just loot? A 3rd lamp. Nice, dude. Hell yeah. There are different lamps that have different colors. The different colors do different things. So some of them make enemies run away. Some of them make secrets appear more easily. Lots of little immersive things like that. Good to see you, buddy. I thought that you were dead. For better or worse, I survived. How'd you end up here? Ugly beast, damn them to the abyss. After the rock slide, they attack from all sides. Ironjaw ordered me to distract him, and I did everything that I could. Where are the others? I don't know. I hope some of our men are still alive. I tried to catch up with the squad, but as you can see, luck wasn't on my side. Can I help you? I don't have much time left. My wounds are pretty deep. You'll need to find some kind of medicine. I need like a specific medicine for that? Because I have bandages, right? Actually, I don't have any bandages. I thought for sure we picked up some bandages or something in between here and there and everywhere, but I guess oil that and we'll see if we can crack it. Oh, God. Okay. It was a poison chest. However, we got an oiler to replace the one we just lost. We've got a bandage right there. We've got another lamp that detects ghosts. Never seen that one before. That's a new one right there. How's my weight doing right now? Is my weight still okay? I'm interested in that ghost lantern. I've got a bandage. There you go. Thanks, buddy. I feel better already. Stay here for now. Does he do anything else? No? I don't know if that benefited me at all. Oh, it gave me a dungeon star. So in this game, it's not purely a dungeon crawler. So inside each dungeon, there's like 10 or 15 achievements. And if you get them all, you are considered a 10-star dungeon master. So it's got like little challenge things that you can do too, to encourage you to explore more and to go back through dungeons that you've already played through. I don't know how many dungeons they're planning on having once the game comes out in final release, but hopefully a few. Let me see if I can get this door open. How hard is it? Let's give it a go on good. I broke my crowbar, unfortunately. We did everything we could, but it just didn't work out. 54 seconds left on the lantern. We did get ourselves a key out of this area, and so let's head a little deeper into the dungeon. Hopefully we don't have too many respawns to contend with. I would rather not deal with the respawns. Okay. So because we have so much lantern, I kind of want to trace this room in here. I've never gotten a firm grasp of what's inside this room. Was that the key right there? I believe that was. I think this is the right door for our key. How many bad guys we got around here? Secret door right there. Woo! Yeah, that was almost bad for me. Okay, he's down. What's that big old, like, daikatana you got right there? It's got rat poison on it? That's filthy, dude. These guys in here just using all kinds of improvised nonsense. My man put rat poison on his weapon, dude. There we go. Turn that on, too, so that I got a little bit of light to play around with. Some of the lights are activatable. You can also break the lights if you get really, really unlucky. There we go. You good? You don't want any more smoke? Have you thought about your decisions and the things that you've decided to do with your life? I'm going to say that one might hurt more than I'm willing to sign on for. There we go. Just put him down. Turn that off for a second. 46 damage hammer with -2 to will. I'm going to take that because I find that hammers kind of work better against people in heavy armor than other stuff does. Can't light that up. I can open that door. Get a freebie hit off over here. Turn that off. Two-handed swords. 29 damage. Not enough to be competitive. Okay. Kind of a risky spot to fight in. Don't fall in pits in this game. You'll regret it. I don't really want to fight him, like, in the other room, though, either. Ooh, caught me with that one. All right. There we go. Just thump him a little bit. Oh, there's 3? Oh, boy. Okay. Solid chance we have a problem on our hands. Maybe fight him right here where I can funnel him and maybe I can get counterattacks off. But I've seen this backfire and I've gotten stun locked from doing this before. If we get real lucky, they'll kill each other off. If we get really unlucky, they'll all cleave us down. Okay, one down. Deep spawn poison. Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to dodge past over here to get into the light to make my poison go away faster. There's another one down. Oh, dude, spiders. Come on. Where's the last light over here? Yeah, bring me back over to the last light. We'll just hang out right here for a minute. We got 4 minutes left. Oh, he got me with that attack again, dude. I don't know how that attack always gets me, but it always gets me. Every single time. There we go. What do you got? Some coinage? I'll take the coins in case I need them. Old sword. 26 damage. It's got poison on it. And it can also nerf the enemy's strength by 2. So we can kind of like emaciate them on out. We can curse them to gymless days. Oh, booby traps. Okay, I think that loops back to the secret at the beginning of the game, I think. A Dragian axe, dilapidated leather armor. What's up with that big shield right there, though? Nothing? Okay. Over here. I don't know if it's worthwhile to come over here. Maybe? I don't hear the clickety-clack of bitter little feet running around all over the place. That shield's not as good as what we've already got because it doesn't have the steel reinforcement mod on it. Oh, we got a big guy over here, too. Alright. I'm just going to dodge past him. There we go. Perfect. He's down. Is any of this lootable? There's a box right there, but I need a crowbar. This is why it's nice to play the mage, man. When you've got the... I'm sorry, it's nice to play the rogue. When you... Oh, the big spider. Okay. On the plus side, our defense... Oh, Christ. Okay, yep. Don't want to fight you guys right now. I don't know what my plan is, alright? We're in a little bit of a panic mode right now. Oh, this room is much too small. Okay. Sort of surviving for now. There we go. Oh, he's not dead? It said he was almost dead. I thought he was dead, dude. Okay, so we're inside of a room where we're healing now. There's some kind of note on the floor. These guys are filing in. Oh, he killed it. Oh, nope, never mind. Didn't kill that one. Wish that he killed that one. Unfortunately, will he kill it that time? No. It's in a bad mood, though. Like, it's not feeling healthy. I don't want to fall off a cliff right here. I prefer not to fall off a cliff. He has basically no armor. Oof. Okay. Please die. I do like the little rough details, like your character dropping their weapon and whatnot when they get clunked real hard. We're going to close this off, and we're going to pretend like the world out there doesn't exist anymore. What's up with that dagger? Yeah, garbage. What do you got over here? You guys got, like, secret rooms or anything around here? Probably wouldn't be the best idea to crack open any secret rooms right before I sleep, but... Cupboard, you got anything good for me? A two-handed sword with 32 damage. Not much. That needs a crowbar, too. Man, playing as the thief, I'm used to being able to, like, open all of this stuff and, like, gain usage of it, but it's not going that way this time. Let's repair our shield. That's good. I'll take that. We will read our books. There we go. Books have been read. And I think we're good to stop resting. I don't know if you can break open chests. Hammers don't really have durability, so it would seem like one of those things you might be able to usefully do. Was there a door or anything on this side? There was. Yeah, let's not get hit by that big dash attack. I would prefer not to eat that one straight to the dome piece. Get out of here, spider. Nobody likes you. Everybody hates spiders. Like, the entire world sees spiders, and we all have the exact same idea. We see the spider, and we think to ourselves, that's bullshit. I hate that creature. I wish that it would go away. And you should feel bad about yourself. You really sincerely should. Medium armor inside of there that's not that useful. Ooh, 24 armor right there. And it kind of looks cool. And, like, I think looks count for something in a game like this. That one's broken, so I can't turn it on. Inside the bag, we've got coins and gemstones and all kinds of little things. Is something on me right now? Oh, many things are on me right now. Okay. Let's see if we can drag him across his trap right here. No, is the answer to that question. I would really prefer not to be in a confined space for this fight. Okay. Keep seeing books laying on the ground and wondering if I can pick them up. I've only got 60 seconds left on this lantern. I just wanted to go through these chests over here. I feel like I've earned them. I've killed an old bronze key. Okay. We'll try to figure out what it goes to. This room over here, it looks like there's a portcullis on the other side that I gotta open, so either there's a secret door that takes me where I want to go, or a crowbar with 6 uses on it. Hell yeah. Oil that. Crack it. Hey, we got it on the first try. That's not a bad armor if I was the blacksmith and I could actually repair it. That shield is criminal in how dope it is. More crossbow bolts. Let me clean out the old inventory real quick. What do I have laying around here? I definitely don't need the bolts. So we'll drop those all on the ground. Yeah, weight is just barely hanging on. What's in this bottle? Taste it? It's brandy. Apparently everything down here is alcohol. This place was liquored up before whatever cataclysm occurred. This place was going on the liquor front. So I can't get through that way. That's pretty much it. So we're going to have to find another way around. This is one of those games that I really recommend. Actually, it's a really good game to make like a little map on a piece of paper because you don't have a map in this game. And so, like, making a map on a little piece of paper can make this game a lot more digestible when it comes to, like, navigating and figuring out where you're at. My lantern's dead. Okay. There we go. That one bit the dust. Oh, he got me with it. It's okay. I got a little something for him, too. Get gushed up, spider. Yeah, you can get gushed out quick. I don't care. We've got a master's old blade right there, which might have been something cool. Did it say loot something over here? No. Okay, what's in this busted chest? Grindstone and an elder bronze key. I don't think I need any more grindstones. I think I'm cool on that front. Oh, I can loot that bag right there. There's another bottle with something inside of it. Can't really carry too much more stuff right now, though. That won't do anything for me because it's broken. It looks like we've got another room that we can chillax in. And a spider! When is there not a spider? All right. You ain't never getting out of here, spider. I'm about to beat you down. See, and now I gotta sleep in a room with a giant, like, beanbag chair-sized spider in it, dude. I don't know if I could rest with that thing laying on the floor, dude. They probably have, like, a gnarly, musky smell, too. It's something you don't really think about with spiders because they're so little that, like, their smell does not register. Hey, turn on that light. Good stuff. But, like, I feel like if a spider was really, really big... Oh, I had a key to a chest? Okay, so we got rum. I want the lamp for sure. Bottle, I don't know about. Cupboard, you got anything good for me? Oh, that's kind of a nice shield. It's really, really light for how high its defense is. It's not bad. I don't really need to sleep right now, but I feel like I'm going to get tired pretty soon. But this is Spark in the Dark. I think it's a really, really interesting RPG. In fact, I think it's one of the more interesting, unapologetic RPGs on Steam right now. And I cannot wait for it to come. Oh, my God. Okay, big dog. Oh, it hurts so much. Okay, never mind. I never want to do this again. I'm going back inside my bedroom. That's what I'm doing. Don't want to leave my lantern on for this, but let's rest for a second. Clearly, he won't look in this place to find out if we need to be killed. All right, my armor's been repaired. I'm going to go back out and fight this guy. He's right outside the door, isn't he? Drums. Drums in the deep. I'm just going to dodge past him. Ow. Okay, he can break my lantern. That's what I learned today. Bummer. Let's say, does he have like a backswing or something? I bet you he does. Ooh! I need to get rid of my darkness debuff too. Almost ran me through right there. Can he fit inside this room? He can. What a little turd. Come on, big dog. Oh, almost got me with that one. That was almost a ripperoonies. Close to a ripperoonies, anyways. Okay. Come on. I think I've got his openings down. I think. Oh, dude, I think that was it. I think he got me. I think I might be toasted. Oh, dude, he got me with the back swipe. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. But this is Spark in the Dark. I hope you guys liked it. I made a little edit right there because it felt like I was fighting him forever, dude. The guy had so much HP on him. My character did say that I'd have better luck against Darkspawn with a sword, and so I'm guessing he was resistant to crushing damage. But that's Spark in the Dark. My initial observations about the game as it sits right now are just that the clunkiness of the combat needs to be sorted out. The combat has a definite clunkiness to it that needs to be sorted out. That's pretty much it. And if they can get the actual clunk out of the combat and get it feeling smooth and seamless, dude, this is one of those games that's going to absolutely rock, like, super hard. This is going to be one of those games that I play a ton. I hope they leave in permadeath, by the way. They said they're adding saves when you get to, like, beds and stuff like that, but I hope they leave the option for a permadeath mode while playing through the game, because it just makes it so much more intense. But that was Spark in the Dark. I'm Splattercat. That was my ill-begotten death inside the dungeon. I'll see y'all later. Thank you for hanging out, and that's all I got for you, folks. Bye.